Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric Rohr. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, always greatly appreciated. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you know what lenses you need to evolve in your photography journey? Your cinematography journey. Do you know what lenses you should be using? Do you know why it's important to have primes? Do you know primes versus zooms? Do you know all that? Like, let me break it down. Let me break down what I have in my camera bag and why I chose these 3 lenses specifically. The last one may shock you. Let's go through it. So why is gear so important? Like, obviously there's a huge conversation between, is gear important? Is gear not important? And in my personal opinion, and let's just pause for a second. There have been many times where I'm on a job and I'm working with another photographer, I'm working with another cinematographer, and I can't tell you the amount of times that these people and I have gotten into humongous arguments about gear. Does gear matter? Should you get this lens? Should you get that lens? Why this camera? This brand, that brand? Gear is, in my personal opinion, it is so important, but also more importantly than that, gear is fun. Gear is exciting. Has that element of, novelty to it. And yeah, gear is just simply, but it's awesome. So let's jump in. Let me show you what I got and we'll take it from there. Okay, number 1, we got the Sigma 14 to 24. I don't know if you could see that properly. Sigma 14 to 24. Now, this lens, what do I use this lens for? I use this lens at weddings when I'm on the dance floor and I'm taking pictures of guests dancing their butts off. This is what I use. I got 14, super wide. I can capture the whole lay of the land, and I can punch into 24, which gives it just a nice cinematic, even focal length. I love that. And okay, so this lens is a 2.8 all the way through, means, wide, somewhat of a wide aperture, and it's pretty fast. The autofocus is fantastic, and the one downside to this, there's no way to explain this on the screen, but this, oh my God, is this heavy, paired with the Canon R6 that I'm shooting on right now, and a speedlight on top of the camera. Good God, is that thing heavy. I mean, wow, that is a workout in of itself. But why do I still use this lens? Now, I would go for a 16 to 35, although I find that the 16 to 35, that extra 2 mil, being that this is a 14, that's a 16, I find that that 2 mil just is that little extra something, just that little, it goes a very long way for me. I also use this when I'm out and about with my family. I love how it's wide and I can capture full scenes. I also love that I'm not so focused on composition when I'm out and about and I'm just trying to be in the moment. I love that it's just wide, and I know that I got the somewhat of a good composition, and I can always just go and crop later. That is the 14 to 24, highly recommended, but also keep in mind the weight. So yeah, moving on to number 2. Okay, moving on to the second lens that I use, you guys. It's the trusty Sigma 35 1.4. Now, first off, the bokeh on this thing, fantastic. Autofocus, fantastic. Contrary to the 14 to 24, this tiny, light as a feather, okay? I love this lens. It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I love it to pieces. It's great for just walking around shots. If you're capturing an event, you're just kind of just going about and snapping away. It's not a portrait lens, and it's not a dance floor lens. It's kind of just that nice in between medium focal length. Moving on to the third lens, you guys. Okay, the 85, you guys. This 85, this is very near and dear to my heart. There's actually a nice story behind this lens. When I married my wife turned to me and she asked me, what do I want as a wedding gift? And most grooms go like a nice watch, something like that. And I told her I wanted an 85, and she got it for me. So this is my all-time favorite lens and always will be. This is the Sigma 85 1.4. This lens is, if there's one takeaway from this video, if there's one lens you're like, yeah, that's what I need, it's this one. It's the king of portraits. It's the king of B-roll. It is a beast in every regard. You got the telephoto compression, you got the 1.4, you got that bokeh. The autofocus it's almost flawless, okay? It is insane. I love it. I've shot weddings on this. I've shot birthday parties on this. I've shot everything on this. It is my go-to. Every time I'm doing a couple shoot, I'm doing a kid's birthday party, whatever it is, it's the 85. It has never failed me. It has never broke. It is nothing. Shouldn't jinx it. But It is a fantastic lens, okay? Okay, guys, so there you have it. 3 lenses that I carry in my camera bag. Every gig I go to, every wedding I photograph, those are the 3 lenses I use. Now, before you jump to another video real quick, I just want to say one thing. You can go and watch a YouTube video. By all means, go for it. Go click the next video. I know you got shit to watch. But if there's one thing I want you to take away, and I hope that there's a call to action here and something that you can go and actually do and, you know, change in your shooting style, change in your career. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's the 85. Get yourself an 85. I can't begin to explain to you how much an 85 has improved my photography. The tight focal length has allowed me to focus so concentrated on composition and how it's improved my shots, how it's improved just every element of my photography. So if there's one thing to take away, buy yourself an 85. You will not regret it, or at least rent it. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more videos, click over here and feel free to subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace. See you next time.